Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Saturday. It's pretty decent out. It's not too bad. Decent weather. It isn't too cold yet. Just wanted to make another video. I'm gonna be making a whole lot more content. Back when the pandemics first hit, I was making a decent amount of content. I had started my business last year. Uh, Innovation digital media, which took off. It was doing great. I started it back in November last year. If any of y'all aren't familiar with digital media, it's marketing and promoting along with networking online through a variety of platforms to help businesses grow. Um, I was trying to find a side job. I was working full time in my regular job, which is maintenance. Had maintenance at Marriott, the hotel, um, which I love. I've been in construction as well as maintenance most of my life. I'm also a tech guy. I love tech and computers. And I was just trying to find a side hustle. I was trying to find something to do on the side. I love to work. I love to stay productive. And so I was just going through all these different ways to find what I could do, and I was on YouTube a lot, and I was just trying to figure out what I could do. And I was just laying there one day, and I was laying there and I was thinking, what do I love to do the most? What do I love to do? And I love to reach to people. I love to reach out to people, to help people, to better people, to find what they want. I love to sell. I love to sell something. I love to try to sell it. I love to try to sell something. And so I don't like to sell particular one. I thought about doing clothes. I was like, well, I could make a shirt company. I want to start a shirt, company eventually, or a clothing line eventually, which I'm still gonna do sometime down the road. When I get more established and more money for it, which you can start off small and grow. That's fine, but I just want to do something more down the line. When I have more money in the vest, I'm gonna start a clothing company called 8Town. Uh, it's gonna, there's gonna be an off brand of it called 8Town Down, Appleton as the city that I live in. And so I'm gonna start eventually with t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and hoodies. Pullover hoodies as well as zip up hoodies. And then I'm gonna do hats and as well. Hats, scarves possibly. But anyway, so I was thinking about selling clothes, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna put that on the side for now. And I've always been a really inventive guy. I've had an inventive mind since I was young. My first invention I had came up with when I was like 12 years old. I was roofing with my uncle. I was on the roof, hot. I was or no, I was 14, because when I was 12, I started roofing. I was on the ground picking up shingles and scraps. When I was 14, I got on the roof and I was ripping off shingles. When I was 14, and I had black shoes on. I happened to be only working a few blocks from where I lived at the time in the small town of Wyawega. Yes, bet you can't say that one smoothly. Weyaudwega. Wyawega. You might got If you're not familiar with it, you might have heard of it from the train derailment. But yeah, it's by Fremont, Wapaka, New London, in Wapaka County. It's where I grew up most of my life. So I was a few blocks away from home, and I went home on break. I grabbed some different shoes, came back, because as if you don't know, it's already hot on the roof as it is. So if you got black shoes on, it's even worse. So my feet were just a cooking. So I changed them. I was sitting down there on the ground with my uncle, taking a break. Took off my shoes, had my shoes off. My feet were just steam coming off of them. It was so bad. And so I was just looking at my shoes that I was gonna put on, and I'm like, damn, I wish them had holes in them. I just thought, after I was staring at them for a little bit, I was like, I wish them had holes on them. And my uncle was like, I'm surprised they don't have shoes with holes. And yeah, I was like, I was like, I should make some shoes with holes in them. I was like, cut some holes in these ones. And he's like, nah, don't do that. He's like, but that is a good idea. You should write it down. And, or no, I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I should go home and write it down. Quit. And he's like, yeah, you can do it after. I was like, he's like, you don't need to do it now. I remember trying to use that as an excuse. I was like, man, I can't forget about that. I gotta go home and draw this up now. I was like, just joking around. So, anyways, that was my first idea. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. They're called clogs, or not clogs, but Crocs. They're called Crocs now, and they are well. A few years later, it was like 3, 4, 5 years later. I was in middle school at the time. No, I was in I was in middle school when I drew them up. I went home after I was done working, drew them up. Like 5 years later, I'm in high school, and my mom, she's a nurse at a nursing home. She comes home and she's got these things on, smiling. She's like, she had already bought them and she wore them to work. She came home from work. I'll never forget. She's like, these are great. Look. And she knew about it because I had told her about it. Invention design. I drew it up, and she's like, look what I got. And I'm like, damn, that's so crazy. I immediately shot up to my room, grabbed my book to see if it was still there, thinking someone stole my idea or something crazy. First time I invented something. Ever since growing up, I wrote down my ideas. I have almost 10 probably total. Almost 10. Somewhere around them total. I have a good 3 or 4 that are really solid, that none of them are out there. Well, a couple are out there. A couple out of the 10 almost are out there, but my versions are different, better. It's like a whole different way and a whole better way to do it. But most of them, a good 6, 7 of them aren't out there, and a good 3, 4 aren't out there, and they're solid. They're awesome, amazing ideas. You just need funding. Anybody that knows about patents knows that patents aren't cheap. They're very expensive. Even a provisional is expensive. They're thousands of dollars, and it takes a long time, a decent amount of time for it to go through. And so that's been my main problem, as well as, money to start. That's just to get the patent so no one takes the idea. Then you got to have money for the actual business to start up. Went to Kickstarter, went on sites like that, Kickstarter, and seeing how that goes and everything. And it's just, I just didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to put my idea out there because it's new and I don't have a patent on it, as well as a lot of ideas on Kickstarter are already patented, as well as, so yeah. Anyways, so I was laying there thinking about what I want to do. I have this invent in mind. I think I love to sell something, but I don't want to sell one particular thing. I want to sell a variety of things. So I'm like, well, I could help businesses grow and sell, help a variety of businesses grow. How can I do that? That was one of the things I wanted to do, I thought. And then I thought, as well as I wanted to, I love to be online, social media. I thought I'd love to go on social media. I love to interact with people on social media. I was exploring drop shipping and flipping items online. I was exploring Amazon by FBA, all that. So I was in that neighborhood of ideas, in that in that area. And when I was thinking about social media and online and selling things, I just put them together, and I'm like, I could sell things online, sell a variety of things. I'm like, but I was like, but how could I sell products for certain companies and like help them grow, help my area grow, help my businesses in my area in Appleton, Wapagon County, and then I just put one and one together after a few days of just pondering on the ideas and thinking, and I thought, well, I'm on numerous different platforms on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Or no, I'm not on Twitter anymore. I started a long time ago, but I've never really stayed on Twitter. I have an account, but it's not really, I'm not completely on there. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So yeah, 5. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. I'm on all 5 of them platforms, and I've been on all 5 of them for years. And I have thousands upon thousands of friends on each one. So I was like, okay, I'm just pondering throughout these days, throughout time, just putting these ideas together. I'm on thousands, and I thought, okay, I have thousands of friends on each platform. I was like, so I can reach out to a lot of people. And I thought, what if I went to a company and pitched to them, that I would promote their business for $20 a week on all 5 of my platforms, couple times a day, 3-5 times a week, and for only $20. I looked up online how much promoting was, how much companies charge for promotion, social media promotion, as well as like the newspaper, how much the online newspaper subscription as well as the actual paper subscription is, and it's like $180 a month. And I'm thinking, okay, 20 a week, that's only 80 a month. That's less than half. Or that's less than half of what a the Post Crescent's charging $180. The Appleton Post Crescent is charging $180 for a subscription, where companies get their ad posted one time on the Sunday newspaper, where I'm posting it twice a day, 3-4 times a week, for only $20 a week, instead of 40 or 45 a week. They're paying 45 a week. I'm charging 20, a little bit less than half. And so I thought, well, what if they make an extra $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and here I only made $80 for the month off them, and they made an extra $2,000, $1,000, $500 even, and I'm only getting $8. So I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna create a business plan. So I took my time, dedicated my time into a business plan. I was laid off, at the beginning of the pandemic, or no, this was before the pandemic, and so I took my time. This was back in November when I first started, when I first got the idea in the beginning of November. And by the end of December, I had started it. And I created a business plan. It basically goes off of how much their type of business and how much money they make. It goes in a general aspect, I'll put it, and not for fine details, but in a general explanation. It goes off their best year in sales out of the last 10 years. So I go to a business, and their business, their best years of sales out of the last 10 years, I take that year, and then out of that year, their best month, or not their best month, their average out that best year of monthly sales. Their average monthly sales out of that 12 months of their best year out of the last 10 years. I take their average of the best 12 months, that average, and then a starting point. After that point, so they make, say, as company sells, whatever company it is, say they sell $7,000 a month of whatever product or item or food they have, $7,000 a month. Okay, just a rough top. It's not too low. It's not too big. 7,000. It's like a mediocre store. Maybe, yeah. So let's just say 10 grand, just to round it off, not 7, 10 grand a month, say they sell. And so and that was their average of their best year in the last 10 years. That's an average of that year for their best year over the last 10 years. So that starting point, every so much money past it, I make a percentage of it. I'm not giving an exact percentage. It varies on the type of business, how much their revenue income is, and everything. There's multiple aspects involved. So yeah, their starting point, say they make 10,000. So if they made 12,000, then I would make 500. Say, as well as my $20 fee a week. 500. So it's a starting point. So technically, they don't lose. It's actually a really good plan I put together, really good business plan. I put it together myself. It's really intriguing and incentivizing, because it's stating to a business, okay, here, I'm going to promote your business. I'm going to promote it online on 5 different platforms where I have thousands of people on each platform, and I'm going to promote your business a couple times a day, 3-4 times a week. Well, there's different plans they can do, but that's just a general idea of what it is, the promotion. setup. And so I put that out there and I say, okay, now we're going to take your best year out of your last 10 years. We're going to take the average of that year. Okay. And we're going to take the average of that year, of your best year out of the last 10 years. And that average is a starting point. And so if you don't make over that, you just owe me your that $20 fee. That's how you're paying me. So if you make over the average of your best 10 years, or if you make over, so it's stating to them that they only pay me $20 a week to promote their business to thousands of people on 5 different platforms, $20 a week. And if they don't make more than their average of their last 10 years, the best of their average, actually, the best year out of their last 10 years average, that's really good then. That's stating that they're gonna be making more than they ever did before they pay me. So, okay, I went to it was almost 15 companies, 15, 20 companies the first week. I pitched it to companies. I actually went in person and pitched it to 15, 20 companies the first week. And I didn't do that great. I snagged 2 companies. It was my first week. Yeah, it was 2 different companies I got. It was awesome. $40, extra $40 a week, extra, $160 a month. By the end of the month, I had almost 20 businesses. It was 18 businesses within the first month. I was killing it. I was making over $1,000 a month. This was December. November is the beginning of November when I thought about it. By the end of November, I had figured out completely what I was going to do, the idea. By the end of November, I had figured out what I was, mid-November, I had figured out. By the end of November, I had put together the business plan pretty much about, end of November, beginning of December, I had the plan. Then by the end of December is when I had a good almost 15, 20 clients, and I was making decent money. And so, come January, boom. January, actually, I didn't go out and pitch to many companies. It was more focusing on the ones I just got because I had accumulated a decent amount of them within 3-4 weeks. And what had happened is I was building up not my plan, but my strategy of my plan, not the business plan of the financial contract with them, but of how I was promoting their businesses. I was setting up different strategies because I would do SEOs, search engine optimization, where I was doing SEOs for a few of the clients as well, which is ranking their business on page 1 of Google and Yahoo and MSN. So yeah, I was doing that for a few of them as well, which is just building backlinks, doing as well as a couple other things. It's not too difficult. There's definitely some time and work put into it though, and so I was adding that to the promotion plan. And so yeah, I went to part-time in my job. I was full-time. I only went to part-time. I was down to working 20. Yeah, I worked 20 hours a week exactly at my job then. Come January, it was nice. By March, when the pandemic hit, I could have went full-time. I was good. I was making $2-3 grand easy a month off that. And so March hit and boom, nothing. Start a business, successful, it's doing great, awesome, boom. 70% of the economy shuts down, 60-70%. Now, I'm looking around, I'm like, where's their plan? There's no plan, they just shut everything down. They don't have a plan. They should be putting in a plan, they shut everything down. And I mean, I understand it was new, but I just didn't understand the theory. They didn't run it out. They didn't play it out. You shut down 60-70% of the economy and tell everyone we're quarantining, but don't put in no safe distance systems, no financial systems, nothing, till almost a month to 2 months later, it was just unethical, unlogical. Didn't make no sense. It was major errors, major slack. Trump slacked. The whole administration, slacked. Democrats slacked too. They just slacked. Governors slacked. It was not high priority. You know, now finally, now it is more. But on day one, safe distance systems should have at least been implemented. I could see the financials taking a month or two, but that should have been at least a week or two earlier too. But it's understandable. Okay, first time. But the safe distance systems, that's a zero tolerance. That should have been in day one. They should have played it out. Evers, all the other governors sitting at their conference table with their team, talking about the pandemics, talking about, okay, it's March probably 16th, March 18th when they issued the quarantine alert. It was like midweek, probably Wednesday, I think it was about. So Monday, Evers, conference room, Capitol, White House, making this, explaining the setting. Okay, guys, we're having a rising amount of numbers. It's, we see an increasing amount of numbers that is very troubling. Since the pandemic started since the virus has started back in January, the first cases since the beginning of March, we've seen, a very concerning amount of numbers rising now. So we're going to have to shut down our economy, at least most of the places, as well as quarantine and put out a quarantine alert. And what they should have did is it should have been called necessities. We should have shut down everything except the necessary jobs, the necessities, not the essentials. I believe there is a difference between essential and necessity. Food, necessity. Gas, electricity, necessity. Water, necessity. Paper towels, not a necessity. Toilet paper, not even a necessity. They could have ran them, but then they should have phases. 3 different phases. Phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 should have been shut down after just 2 weeks. Phase 2, a month. Phase 3, 6 weeks. Maybe 2 months. And phase 1 should have been only phase 1, the items that it should have been able, the jobs, the companies that should have only been able to run for 2 weeks are things such as paper towel, stuff like that, coffee filters, toilet paper. Necessity things, no, them should have been in phase 2. Phase 1 things should have been other things like, maybe just 2 phases, maybe just 2, okay. I'm just thinking about this off the top of my head and not planning like they had a whole day, 2 days, 1, 2, 3 days to figure this out at least. Probably a week. They probably had a good week. There should have been at least 2 phases. 1 phase, paper, toilet paper, coffee filters, paper towels, dish soap, hand soap, cleaning supplies, tools, car parts. That's phase 1, shut down in 1 month. They had 30 days to make all their stuff. For all the stock that they already had made, and then for the stock that they could make in another 30 days should have been enough to last us the 3 months that we quarantined. We only were quarantined for 3 months. So if we would have quarantined completely and shut down the whole 90% of the economy and only had grocery stores set up, and then in the grocery stores we had days. Nina and Menasha go on Mondays and Tuesdays. Little Shoot and Grand Shoot go on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Kakana and Kimberly go on, and Combined Locks go on Fridays and Saturdays, and so on. Certain days, as well as even further. Day 1, there should have been safe distance implemented on spacing. 6 to 10 feet apart, at least 6 feet it should have been in going into the stores and in the stores in the aisles. It took them almost a month. No, it was like a month, maybe a little more than a month before them lines even got implemented outside the store. Then, 2 weeks later, the incubation period, Why are the numbers still going up? We put all these safe distance systems in. Everyone's quarantining. 2 weeks go by and the numbers are still going up. Oh, because people are walking by each other in the store still, standing by each other in the aisles, in the lines, checking out. People are still going by each other in the gas stations, standing at the fucking gas station desk a foot away from the clerk, handing them money. They can breathe. When you're standing out, when you're in the winter, right, outside in the cold, and you can see your breath, look how far your breath reaches when you breathe. Like, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a good 10 feet. I'm 10 feet from you right now. And when I breathe, if it was cold, it would reach probably almost to you. It would reach a good 3-4 feet. Yes, 3-4 feet it would at least reach at the very least. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is right there. Yeah, it would reach 3-4 feet about. So you're standing at a gas station, at the gas station, Quick Trips, all the gas stations, and everyone in that gas station is breathing. Everyone's there because them gas stations are very big. And you got thousands of people going in within an hour. At least hundreds of people within an hour. Yeah, it's good. It's a good 100, at least over 100 people each hour. And so throughout the day, it's thousands of people that are in them gas stations breathing in that same air. Gas stations probably were the number one place where fucking the virus got transferred. And probably still. It's ridiculous. It's common sense. Only so many people in and lines. Safe distance system lines outside the store. Safe distance systems inside the store in the aisles, the walkways. Safe distance system lines in the checkouts. And max capacities, period. That's all they had to do day one, along with 2 phases of the necessities, and this would have been already done, I feel like, the most part. Just very, very common sense, simple planning, people. I believe that's all it would have did. That's all it would have took. I'm serious. I mean, it's easier to say, but if you just do what I just said, it would have been fine. I very, very strongly believe that. It would have been very... Yeah, it would have been very different. Let's just say that. Okay, so I also want to touch on positivity. Everyone, please be positive through this. Please be positive in life. Positivity is so contagious. It's so amazing. Only, I can't stress this enough. Only surround yourself with positive people. Please, positive people. Only positive. Only. That means if you have to cut your own family member off, people do it. It isn't wrong. Positive people are only positive. I'm so serious. This will change your life doing this one thing. If you surround yourself with only positive people, only people that are doing stuff good, only people trying to better themselves. If they're content with their life and they're not bettering themselves, if they're only positive, that's fine as well. But only positive people that don't go through life grouchy or in that blah state of mode, that blah tone, never upbeat, never hardly ever smiling, never saying good things, never... Only positive people. Second, only think positive. Yes, only think positive. That's right, people. When you think positive only, your life changes dramatically as well. Big time. That's a major thing. When you think only positive, then you only speak positive. And that's the next thing. Only speak positive creates only talking positive. Only talk positive. That Them two things are so important as well. These are all crucial things to creating a great life. Only speak positive. Remember this. Say it over and over to yourself right now. Think it. Only think positive. Only do positive. Only say positive. Then the next. When you surround yourself with only positive people, from family to friends to associates to coworkers, anyone positive, and you only think positive, then you only say positive things, only talk positive. If it's bad, keep it to yourself. Don't think about it, even put it away, throw it out. Only think and talk positive. And when you do them things, then you only do positive things. And when you only do positive things, your life gets incredible. You think your life is good now, you think your life sucks, you think your life's okay. Wait till you only surround yourself with positive people, think positive, talk positive, because then guess what you are going to do? You are going to do positive things. I am so entirely, absolutely, 110 million gazillion percent, absolutely, for sure about these things, that if you surround yourself, think, talk, and do, your life will become amazingly better. Please try it. It's something that you actually have to be progressive about, productive about, actionable about. Think about when you're around people, you're meeting them or this and that, and they're talking about something sketchy or something bad or this or that. Is that the person you want in your life that's doing that stuff, that's talking about that, that's thinking about that, doing that, or has done that and is doing this too? Is that no? Do you want to think about that? No. Do you want to watch that? Is that something you want to watch? No. Is that something you want to do? No. Do positive things. Only think, talk, do, surround yourself with positive. Then, passion. Oh, Lord, here we go with passion, baby. Passion. I'm going to do the passion dance. Woo! Get that passion, get that money, get that passion, get that happiness, yeah, get that success, try your best, yes, leave them haters in the past, nevertheless, cause you're gonna keep going to the top, yeah, never gonna stop, never gonna drop, going straight to the top, all that success is what I'm gonna cop, yeah, beat. Bop, boop, doop, bop, bop, bop. Yeah. Okay. Success. Passion. Happiness. That's what it is. Success. True, genuine success. True, genuine success is happiness. Being happy. If you are happy, that is true, genuine success. Yes. True, genuine success is happiness. True, genuine happiness is passion. True, genuine happiness is passion. What is passion? Passion is doing what you love and being with who you love. Passions, them are plural. Passions are doing what you love, whether it's one or plural, and being with who you love, whether it's one or plural. Passions. True, genuine success is true, genuine happiness. True, genuine happiness are passions. Doing what you love and being with who you love. So if you want to achieve, if you want to obtain, if you want to get that success, that true, genuine success, that every mature, confident, or every mature, stable-minded person knows, is that success, true, genuine success, is happiness. It's not money, it's not materials, it's happiness. It's happiness. Trust me. You want to know why? because there are very wealthy people out there, not only that are miserable, but there's also very wealthy people out there that don't even have half the shit broke people have. I'm going to say that again. There are wealthy people in the world, in our country, a lot of them, a lot of wealthy people that don't even have half the shit broke people have, or middle class people have even. There's people that have millions of dollars that have less stuff than I do. Yes, and that's because that's what they want. That's what makes them happy. Them things that they have, that they do have, them are the things that make them happy. That's what happiness is. What you buy, what you do, what you surround yourself with, that's what makes you happy. That's being happy. And that's how it is. There's also a lot of wealthy people that have lots of stuff, that have lots of materialistic things, lots of nice things. It goes both ways in both situations. Life is always like that. You can do things not dangerous and you can do things dangerous. You can do life both ways in every aspect there is pretty much. And so yes, lots of wealthy people have lots of things, but there are lots of wealthy people that don't. They have what they want, and that's not a lot. That's not the nice things. That just happens to be the Fruit of the Loom and the Nike and Adidas and the Fila, and that's what they like. They don't like the Gucci and the Prada and the Louis and that, but they got $8 billion in the bank, but they don't have it. You've seen what a lot of, yeah, it's not what you think. It's on your personality, your style, what you like. People do and wear and what they like. So, yes, please. And really find out who you are, because when you really find out who you are, your self-perception of yourself, self-perception is so important, guys. I didn't realize how much it was important until I found myself, how I realized who I truly am. When I found out who I truly am and who I really am deep down inside and what I really like and do, when I thought about this time after time in a quiet space, quiet time, and just thought about it, deeply thought about it, I really found myself and I really realized who I am and what I really like, and it really opened my mind and helped me explore and helped me achieve and helped me with the direction, helped me with which way to go, which helped me realize what I really want in life, what I really don't care in life, what I really don't care about in life. And to do that is just taking the time to do it. It's not something where you have to have help doing. You actually, there is a part to it. You can get help to do it, which I very much so advise doing. But to start doing it is to take the time to sit somewhere quiet by yourself and really deeply think, with your eyes closed as well as your eyes open, about what you like to do, who you are. Think about who you are, your past growing up, what you like to do in the past, what you like to do now, what you might like to do in the future. Think about what you like to wear, what you like to eat, what you like to do. Think about what you like in general, about what you like in different aspects. What do you like eating? What do you like this? And think about all of them, and think about what you like to do for fun, what you like to do at night, and just think about all that. And when you think about it, each one, and think about what you like to eat, what type of food you like to eat. Think about, I love Chinese, I love that Chinese, I love sesame chicken, I love jian taos, I love fried chicken, I love wontons, I love lap chong, I love pizza, I love lasagna, I love spaghetti, I love ice cream, I love cereal, I love omelets, I love bacon, I love tacos, I love nacho grandes, I love tacos, nacho grandes, I love shakes and malts and blizzards. Think about like what you like to do. I love to play frisbee golf. I love to play basketball. I love to fish. I love to hunt. I love to go camping. Yeah, frisbee golf, fish, hunt, go camping, play basketball, play video games, go online, like to video record, I like to edit, I love to help people, I love to help people find their passions. I love to help people be positive and inspired and motivated consistently without content. I love helping people find that natural, consistent happiness without content. I love to do that. I love to see people just naturally, consistently being happy. And I just, yeah, and so just think about all them things you love to do a few times in a quiet space, and think about how you want to do what you love to do in the future. And or no, when you think about them, when you think about that, do it at least twice. Sit down and do it at least once, twice, 3 times. Even if it's just one time, just do it at least once. But try to do it at least twice, or try to do it twice or 3 times. And when you do it after the first time, second or third, and you thought about all them things, at the end, think about what you would love, or after you thought about all them things that you like to do, put them all together, or not put them all together, but view all them together as an outer perception, and view that as who you are. I want to explain this right. So after you sat there and you thought about, okay, I like all this stuff, I like this, I like all that, I like this, I like doing all that stuff, I like this, and I like all that stuff with that, I like this, and I like all that stuff with that. Okay, I like all these things, right? I like all these things. And after you thought about all them things, that is who you are. Think about that. Realize that's who you are. Okay? And think about then, after you thought about all them things and that's who you are, now think about what you want to do going forward. Now what is my passion? I like all these things. What do I like to do all the time? What do I want to do as much as possible? Whatever you want to do as much as possible, as much as you possibly can do it. Whatever you want to do, every chance you get to do it for as long as you can, do it. That's your passion. That's what you absolutely love going forward. Because when you sat down and you figured out all them things that you love to do, that is helping you realize who you are. And then when you realize who you are, it gives you this amazingly huge, infinite insight about what you love to do and want to do as much as possible. And when you know what you love to do and want to do as much as possible, then that's what you know as your passion. That's what you know as your passion. And so, yes. True, genuine success is true, genuine happiness. And true, genuine happiness is passions, our passions. Doing what you love and being with who you love. Okay, next, I want to talk about being clean. Staying clean, staying healthy. First, staying healthy, then being clean. Staying clean after being healthy. Sorry guys, I'm tired, super tired. I only got like 3-4, maybe 4 hours of sleep last night, 3-4 hours. And woke up at like 6. So, what time is it? It's 1 at 3:30. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, so I got one more video after this. I'm gonna do on this for my show, for the Mokeba show. Yeah, I'm gonna put that video. I got one more video to do for me and my cousins. Other channel, which is he made this cart, frisbee disc cart. So we're gonna do a tutorial on how he made it, as well as how you use it. It's awesome. It's a cart that holds stereo. That's a cooler. It holds a stereo and cooler in the bottom, and then it holds your phone or GoPro, whatever camera. Holds your camera as well as it holds your bags of discs. So yeah, it's a disking cart. So you got your cooler, your drinks, snacks, whatever, and then the cooler is also a radio, Bluetooth radio, as well as then you have your discs, and then phone, GoPro, video camera holder. And so yeah, we're gonna do a tutorial how you can make one, what it looks like, the items to make it, how to make it, how awesome it is, him using it. I'm gonna make that video after this sometime for our how-to channel, which we just started not too long ago. We're making content for it now. Before we actually started the channel, we just haven't uploaded much content to it yet, being that we just started, as well as I have 2 other channels myself, and so now he has 2 channels, his own as well as our channel together. So we both have our own channels as well as our individual channels, or as well as our multi-channel together. So, okay, here we go. Being healthy. Key nutrients. All your nutrients. Staying nutrientalized. Is that a word? I don't know. I'm starting to see things. I'm tired as hell. No. Staying healthy, sleep. Get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. 6 to 8 hours. Laying down. Don't sleep in a recliner, fall asleep for a few hours at night, and then go to sleep for another few hours. Sleep consistently 6 to 8 hours. At the very least, 6 hours. No, not 4 or 5 hours. I can operate fine. 6 hours to 8 hours of sleep every single night promotes and creates amazing, healthy brain function, body function. Then, nutrients, vitamins, food, drinking. I haven't eaten none today. I'm hungry. That's how much I slept. I didn't even feel like eating. I'm also eating strictly certain foods. I'm on a diet of no carbs, no sugar. Yes, no sugar at all. Keeping absolutely any sugar out, not even 1 gram of sugar of anything. And no carbs. Eating salads, and yes, I'm eating very good lately. Veggies, eggs. I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. It's only been, what, a day? No, it's been going on like a week. Something like that, about a week now. Anyways, vitamins. Yes, key vitamins. Zinc, D3, D as in ding dong. What's a good D to signify? Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Signify. That sounds like the N word in that. I meant to say like emphasize. Emphasize. What's okay? Donnie? Yeah, because there's not Bonnie, or there's damn, bam, ding, bang, ding, bang, Don, Bon, Daryl, Barrel, fuck, Dennis, Menace, shh, doll, ball, dart, dart. Dart is a good one because fart, dart don't sound like fart. The F is pretty far from dart. D. So, D. What was I saying? Wow, I'm getting pretty bad here. I'm getting a little more tired. I gotta eat something because I'm getting a little too tired and not focused. And it's not good while making a video and trying to be credible, which I want you guys to know I'm very credible to the things I'm talking about. Zinc is very important. D as in dart. D as in Dennis, dart, ding dong, damn, don. D, not B, not as in boy, D. So not B as in boy, but D. D3. Vitamin zinc. You want to at least take, I believe it is, 2 to 5,000 milligrams a day. Gosh, what is it? Zinc, 2 to 5 milligrams a day. I believe it's micromilligrams even. Anyway, zinc, D3, vitamin C. You want to take all three of them. Them are very important. Vitamin zinc, vitamin D3, D as in ding dong, dart, D3, and vitamin C. Zinc, D3, and vitamin C. C. Them three are very important. If you take them, you will be very healthy. They are crucial, critical vitamins to your nutrient system, to your immune system. They are key and vital to your immune system, to blocking off colds and viruses. That if you take them three every single day, there's a very, very, very strong chance that you won't get COVID. And if you do get it, you will beat it quick. And when you do get it, you want to take a little bit more of each three of them things. Because I looked up doctors back when the pandemic started in like April, May. I was researching doctors, looking them up to see what they were doing for different cures. I was trying to find what treatment plans they were using, trying to beat COVID, because I was trying to understand COVID and what the virus was and how they're trying to beat it, what they're giving people. And there was a doctor, his name is Eric Nepute, EricNepute, Eric Nepute. He's on Facebook, Eric Nepute, N as in Nancy, P as in Pong, not bong, Pong, UTE, Eric Nepute. He's on Facebook. You'll find him on there. He's on other platforms, but he's on Facebook. That's where I found him. He's a great doctor. He started giving his patients this back in like April and May. High dose vitamin C, high dose vitamin D3, and high dose zinc, because they were already having COVID. He started giving them this. That was his treatment plan, I believe, as well as not quinine. And there's something else that helps them. There's another thing he gives people. There's like 2 different things you can give them that helps them vitamins get into your system better. They open up the cells, open up your bloodstream for them to go in better. I forget what it's called, but I don't think that's what it is. I don't think quinine is what it is, but yeah, vitamin D3, vitamin zinc, vitamin C. He was giving them to his patients and they were recovering in like a week. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. He was giving them in a week. After he did this for like a couple months, and there was more and more people were recovering quickly. People were starting to recover after 3-4 days. He's like, okay, awesome. This is really working. He started getting the word out, making videos, telling as many people as he could, trying to just get the word out there that vitamin zinc, vitamin D3, and vitamin C, a high dosage of each one daily, helps you get better, helps you recover, helps your immune system strongly rejuvenate and helps it stay rejuvenated if when you don't get it or when you don't have it. It really helps you. And so yeah, a lot of other doctors are doing this now. They started doing it back in like June, July after the word started getting out. I don't know if he got this from someone else. I don't know. I don't really recall what happened, or if he just created this plan himself. But a lot of other doctors are using this. Um, yeah, a lot of people are recovering in like 3, 4 days in less than a week. The standard recovery time was like a week to 2 weeks, and this is beating. People are getting better in 3, 4 days from this, and this is something you should take anyways, daily anyways, to stay healthy, especially during the colder months. Um, but yeah, also cleanliness. Stay clean. Stay consistently clean. Yes, consistently clean. That is the go-to phrase right now in this pandemic that I'm creating right now. Consistently clean. Not every other day or this day or whenever I'm feeling up to it. Every single day. Wash your hands consistently for at least 30 to 40 seconds. Not just 15, 20 seconds. 20 seconds they say is okay, but you really want to do it for at least 30 to 40 seconds. Yes, with antimicrobial soap. Yes, antimicrobial soap. Antimicrobacterial soap, I believe it is. Either way, the antibacterial soap, I believe, is what it's called to, but it's might be two different versions. I don't know, whatever. Use that stuff, not just regular hand soap, but antibacterial soap. You want to at least use, and sanitize your hands every single time before you get back into your car, and before you get back into your house. If you do it before you get into your car, okay, but check it out. You might have forgot 1 or 2 times to do it before you got in your car, so you got to do it again before you get in your house. Take off your shoes every time you get into, before you go around your house. Clean all your touch spots in your house once a week. Clean all your touch things at least once a week, and certain things every day, every other day. Like your phone, that should be cleaned at least every other day. Your keys, your wallet, your credit cards. Yes, clean, clean, clean. Consistently clean, people. Alright, I love y'all. Stay happy, healthy, clean. Have a great weekend. I'm out.